Today I'm making something absolutely delicious using nothing more than this plastic bag. Come and see how I do it. International kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make a Cajun seafood boil in a bag. It's a delicious, easy to make comfort food. And the best thing about it, it doesn't need lots of preparation and cooking skills. Let us start. For today's bowl, I'm using 2 pounds of king crab legs, 1.5 pounds of shrimp, 1.5 pounds of clams, 1 pound of mussels, 3 cups of corn, 3 smoked apple sausages, and 4 medium-sized red potatoes. I like using them because of the color and taste, but you can use any kind of potatoes that you like. Squeeze 3 lemons. Cut the potatoes in 8 pieces. I'm not peeling the potatoes because I've already peel-washed them. I'm adding the potatoes to the water to prevent them from being oxidized. I'm cutting the sausages in small pieces like this. Set them aside. For the seasoning, I'm using about 2 tablespoons of Old Bay seasoning and 1 tablespoon of each of the following spices: lemon pepper, Cajun seasoning, garlic powder, chili powder, and paprika. Mix the spices well. It looks like a lot of seasoning, but trust me, for a tasty seafood bag, you need all the spices I've mentioned. It's up to you how spicy you want your seafood bag to be. So you can add more or less chili powder, or even consider using hot sauce or red chili flakes. I'm making my seafood bag mildly spicy. Here I have 2 tablespoons of room temperature butter. Add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of the seasoning mix to the butter and mix them together well. I'm putting some of the butter and seasoning mixture on this part of the crab. As it's cooking, the butter will melt and take all the spices into the crab legs. So you will end up with very juicy and flavorful crab legs. Cut each cup of the corn into 2 to 3 pieces. It's up to you how large to make each piece of corn. We need garlic, a lot of garlic for this recipe. I'm using 2 garlic knobs, but you can add as much as you like. I'm mincing the garlic finely. You can also use garlic paste, or if you don't have access to fresh garlic, add garlic powder. Before baking in the oven, there are a few steps for cooking on the stove. Not everyone performs these steps, but this is to make sure all elements are suitably cooked once you put them in the bag together. Let the corn steam for about 3 to 4 minutes. You don't want to cook the corn completely, but take this step to ensure the pieces will finish cooking in the bag. Steam the potatoes for about 10 minutes. Again, you want to cook the potatoes halfway to be sure they will cook through in the bag. While I've had less issues with cooking corn in the bag, sometimes my potatoes didn't cook thoroughly, so I definitely recommend this step for potatoes. I'm using fresh clams, so I need to boil the clams before adding to the seafood bag. When they start opening, take them out because I don't want to overcook them. If you use pre-cooked clams, you can skip this step. So I'm using pre-cooked mussels that don't need to be pre-boiled. All of my preparation is ready. Let's assemble the seafood bag. Preheat the oven to 400. I'm using my KitchenAid bowl to assemble the bag because it keeps the bag stable. Place the oven bag inside the bowl. You can find the bags in most grocery stores. I'm done with bagging the ingredients in case the sharp sides of the crab or shrimp tear the inner bag. This will prevent the bag from leaking and make a mess everywhere. Add the potatoes, sausages, garlic, corn, clams, and mussels. Next, add the seasoning and shake the bag well. Once you add the shrimp and crab legs, You can't shake the bag because of the sharp parts which might tear the bag. So shake it very well during this step to have the spices cover all the ingredients before adding the crab and shrimp. Add the lemon juice and shake it again. It's up to you how much lemon juice you want to add, so you might add less or more depending on your preference. Add the shrimp. I'm using jumbo size shrimp because they take longer to cook, which prevents your shrimp from getting overcooked with the other ingredients. And as you can see, I cooked the shrimp in the shell to get a more delicious result. Gently give it a final shake, but be careful not to tear the bag with the shrimp you just added. Last but not least, insert the crab legs. I'm going to gently shake the bag so I can cover the crab legs with the spices as well. Add 1/2 to 1 stick of butter. Again, it's up to you how much butter you would like to add. I've seen in some recipes, they add 2 sticks of butter, but I want my seafood boil to be a bit healthier. Ta-da! The seafood bag is ready to go into the oven. I'm going to place the bag on a baking sheet to prevent from making a mess. Also cover the baking sheet with foil to contain any spillage on the baking sheet. Cook the seafood bag for about 45 minutes. When I'm making this seafood bag for myself, I usually cook it at 350 degrees for about 1 hour to 1 hour and 15 minutes to have a juicier seafood bag. While it's in the oven, I'm going to make the garlic bread to dip into the delicious Cajun sauce. In a bowl, add about 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of parsley flakes. Mix them well and make a paste. This amount is enough for about 3 to 4 pieces of garlic bread. Gently cover all sides of the bread with the garlic butter mix. Today I'm using slices of a standard white bread, but if you want to use homemade bread, I'm placing a link to my magic dough recipe down below. Turn down the stove to medium heat. Add some cooking oil. Place the pieces of prepared garlic bread. Cook this side for about 2 to 3 minutes or until it's toasted well. Turn the pieces over. Let the bread cook for another 2 to 3 minutes. The garlic bread is ready. After removing the seafood bag from the oven, it's time to serve. Just place the bag onto the table as is and let everyone dive in to help themselves. Make sure you cover your table with plastic as this is a very messy meal. You can even dump the entire contents of the bag onto the table if you really want to be adventurous. This dish is absolutely mouth-watering and hard to resist. The good thing is there are no rules for what seafood to add to the bag. You can add a variety of seafoods such as lobster tail, scallops, crawfish, or even pieces of fish. Whatever you prefer. It's a wonderful way to sit with your family to eat casually with your fingers, dipping a piece of garlic bread to sop up all the extra sauce. If you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and share my videos with your family and friends. And if you have any favorite dish you would like us to feature on the channel, please leave a comment down below. I hope you enjoyed. Bon appetit!